From filling a stocking to decking the halls, a lot of our Christmas traditions come from the extravagant times, did you know this, of the Gilded Age. And a new cookbook with a familiar name is helping to keep those traditions alive. This is actually the second Gilded Age cookbook, and the author of both is here from Pennsylvania. Becky Diamond came on the show. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me
I'm
again.
a huge fan of the cookbook. I'm a huge fan of the show. My mom and my sister are watching. They're huge fans of the show.
Oh.
I already bought your book and gave it to them for Christmas early because I thought it'd be fun to cook these things, and that might be a great idea for maybe someone in your family. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a whirlwind experience, honestly, and I just love talking about the Gilded Age and all the traditions that came about during that time. It really is such a touchstone to all these traditions.
Because when you watch the show, of course, you learn a lot about the Gilded Age. You love the clothes and everything else, but the food was very specific. And of course, it's a big part of the show as well, because the dinners and the teas and everything else. So we actually have a couple of chances to meet you, and we're going to tell people about that. But what are we going to make today from the cookbook?
Sure. So, let's start with this chocolate wine, because this is just amazing. So I have some finished off here, and I have some chocolate that's already been kind of melting there.
So they drank chocolate wine.
They did. So chocolate is really fascinating because it's so ubiquitous today. Like everything has chocolate if it's a dessert, right? But back then it was really mainly a drinking beverage until later in the Gilded Age.
And probably pretty expensive to get.
Right, exactly. But they learned how, see, this is one of the Gilded Age innovations. They learned how to process chocolate so that it could be added to baked goods and things.
Wow.
But before that, and this was still, actually this dates back to colonial times. They would like this chocolate wine. So you just add, it's 2 cups of sherry. So they would usually use fortified wine, like a sherry or something like a port. So you add that in there, it's 2 cups. And then a little bit of cornstarch to thicken it up, because you want it to be kind of nice and thick.
This would be a really fun little dessert for any of the holiday gatherings.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it's a cup of sugar that I put in there. And what you want to do, though, it needs to get to a boil. And then once it boils,
Can I try this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's both try it.
Okay.
Okay, you grab this one.
Okay.
I'm pretty excited about this.
It's very thick, so just so you know. But cheers.
Cheers.
I know, it's amazing.
How have I never tried that before? Okay, so
and it's good over ice cream, just so you know.
I love it. Okay, so, and it's adult beverage.
Yes.
Adult, okay, so now we're talking a kid thing. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, so there's, so I have some molasses cookies. They really loved spice cookies at that time.
Oh,
and
okay.
They're popular today too, obviously, that we associate with Christmas. And then, so these are called jumbles, these little wreaths. So jumbles, the name actually comes from the Latin word gemel, which means twin. So they used to be a double ring shape. They're a very old cookie too. They go back to like colonial times.
I love that.
But then people got kind of lazy and they said, oh, we just want a single ring. So it really fits nicely in with a wreath shape because you could, stamp it, cut it out.
I love the fact that you're showing, or is this how you're giving it away, or is this?
These are actually sugar plums.
Oh wow! Okay,
yeah.
This is cute.
Yeah. So so this is for the jumbles. You just stamp them out like that. Sugar plums.
And that's this.
Right.
Okay.
These. And so this is what the sugar plum looks like before anything is on it.
Okay.
It's just dried fruit and nuts together.
And then you put the powdered sugar
yep,
on it.
and you put powdered
sugar.
sugar.
And then how cute that you could wrap it up and give it away.
Yep. So here's a little, I just use these little craft bags, and you can wrap it up in there. And tie it with a ribbon. It really works well.
Okay, that's so good.
As a gift, or you can put it on a Christmas tree. That's what they would do. They like to hang them on Christmas trees as a decoration.
Oh, really?
Yep. Or just have around the house, like as I know confectioner's sugar
I love it.
gets everywhere.
I actually love it. It's so good. Oh my
So,
gosh.
Yeah. So then you just tie it like this, and you have a nice little treat for somebody. And so this recipe too, they really liked putting liqueur and things because it would help preserve them too before refrigeration. So this has brandy in it, but if you want to make it for kids, you could put apple juice or something.
I like all of this. The cookbook is such a nice gift. It's such a beautiful cookbook. There's gorgeous pictures in it. It's absolutely a stunning book. And congratulations on your second book. Thank you for coming from Pennsylvania today. We appreciate it. This is a big show, and we appreciate that you're part of it.
Yeah, I'm so thrilled to be here. I appreciate you having me back.
And we want to let people know how they can meet Becky today. There's 2 chances to meet Becky this weekend. You can learn more about the cookbook today at 5:30. She'll be at the James J. Hill House. And tomorrow at 1, you can meet her at the Mills City Museum, and she can sign those books. KARE11.com for all the details on these recipes, and we appreciate it, and we will be right back.